How you doing, everyone? It's your boy Holat Jones, and I'm back in the motherfucking building with another episode of a whole lot of real. Bam, 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 bam. What? I can't do that. I can't make the sound effects.
Yeah, who's man's?
Yo, that's how it sounds like. Dun, 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 dun.
I thought it was gonna be in the background though. I didn't think we needed you to do it.
It's still fire. All right, everyone. If y'all don't know by now, I haven't been really doing a podcast lately because I've been working hard. And I was supposed to have like a bunch of guests come in, and I had to reschedule because we're making a studio. You know what I mean? We're not doing it no more in the crib. You know what I mean? We're gonna make this shit official.
About time, yo.
We're gonna make this shit official and actually get a real studio somewhere, you know what I mean, so we can get our cat's way. Cats complains too much about my stuff being in like the living room and
That's the only thing I complain about. It takes up too much space. I can't
No,
decorate how I want to
She complains
decorate.
about a lot of things, but that's one of the
That is the only. Don't listen to Z's. You be extra.
So I gotta get my shit out because she's kicking me out.
Make sure you take yourself and don't come back, all right?
So my guest, every single person that I wanted to get on, don't worry, I'll be in contact with you once the studio is done, and it's probably gonna be in January, most likely. Cause my daughter killed it, man. The last couple fucking months, my daughter's been killing it. And this summer, we didn't really go on vacation like that. We didn't go on like field trips and like Bronx Zoo, shit like that. We did nothing but train all fucking summer. We trained on everything, bro. Between soccer and fighting, just in general. I started off in the beginning of the pandemic trying to teach her how to like just box. You know what I mean? I didn't know shit about boxing. I'm a fucking street fighter. You know what I mean? I pull hair and I bite. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit about throwing hands. I mean, more in my younger days, but nowadays, nah, man. I'm an old man. So, I spent my time training her, reading to her like strategy books, playing chess with her, things to like get her thinking about making the first move. You know what I mean? Think about making the first move, but also thinking about 10 moves ahead. And then we did a lot of boxing combinations. So then it got to the point where she was just like, "Yo, when are you gonna put me in karate, G? I'm ready." And I was like, "You ready to go to karate?" And she probably told me like a month before I actually put her in. And you know what I mean, I had to go to the best karate instructor in Holyoke, in Massachusetts, possibly. Shisho, Richie Rodriguez. If y'all don't know that by now, Richie Rodriguez is pure, authentic karate instructor. Like, this guy is what we need. Like, he is the motivation, the drive. Like, he has everything an instructor needs in order to instruct. You know what I mean? And his wisdom. He has lots of words of wisdom, and I love him, bro. I love watching him. I love watching him discipline the kids. I hate out of line kids that just be like fucking everything up for the rest of them. He puts them in a fucking line like this, and he makes sure that they don't get out of line. I like that shit. I like that authority. Like, yo, put some fucking authority in these little kids. You know what I mean? Because what happens is we live in a time where kids are just too fucking like crazy. And they too slick with their words. They want to come back and talk back to their parents. And Richie puts that fear in them to understand, to respect your elders and listen to what I got to say, because what you're going to learn from me is going to benefit you in the future. And it's just beautiful, man. Shit like that is beautiful, bro. And I really appreciate him. No bullshit. I appreciate him so much because he's done so much in so little time that we've been there. He has improved Jeniyah like crazy, like probably like by 60%. Just a better fighter overall. His trainings, his teachings. My daughter listens. Like, my daughter knew. Like, when I brought her in there, I said, "You know, we ain't gonna play with nobody. We ain't here to fucking have no field day. We ain't here. This ain't no playground. You coming in here to learn how to fight." And that's it. You're not here to make friends. And I mean, obviously through time, she built relationships with people. But I wanted her to understand, like, I'm not signing you up here because we're playing a game. We're signing you up because we're trying to learn something. So focus on learning. Don't focus on playing. Because at the end of the day, when you're out in that, one-on-one and you're about to fight your opponent, your friends that were talking to you in the class are not gonna be there. You're gonna be alone. So I want you to make sure you got the proper teachings. You know what I'm saying? So she did a little karate. All right, she did it for a little bit, right? She was doing it. So at the same time she's doing karate, she's also doing soccer. So Cat's schedule is hectic because I gotta work, full time. So Cat is running around at least every other day or every day, going to these like soccer practices and karate, which benefit the same thing, the kick. You know what I mean? Karate gave Jeniyah the stamina, the cardio. So, and no, I mean not karate. Soccer. Soccer gave her the cardio. So, she does karate. Shouts to Moquin, by the way. Moquin's team of daughters. Moquin has a team of daughters that are nasty. Ava, a freaking monster. Aubrey is the berserker, the wall, like straight through them. You know what I mean? She is made to play football. And they had an awesome season. Unfortunately, Jeniyah couldn't make it to the tournament because she had a karate tournament that we've been practicing for months. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like all fell in the same week. It's funny because Jeniyah, in the beginning, she was confident, but she didn't really want to fight because she was scared to fight. She was scared to fight other people. She started fighting the boys over there and started like going back and forth, started winning and losing with them, and she grew her confidence. She said she wants to see what she's about. Like, she literally told me, I asked her, "Are you sure you want to fight?" And she said literally like that she just want to see if she can whoop somebody's ass. You know what I mean? So, Kat, you okay over there? You're over there dying and shit. Fuck it. I'm trying to talk. I was like, this shit kicked in, my nigga. Cause like, yo, take the blood. I don't want this shit. Nah. But so eventually she got the confidence to do it. So we had them in the same week, yo. Soccer, they scored a total of 18 points in soccer. Jeniyah scored 8 of those points. You know what I'm saying? And the coach got the nerve to tell me Jeniyah needs some discipline. Yo, I got love for the coach, man. He put me on. I didn't plan to be Jeniyah's coach. You know what I mean? I just planned to be Jeniyah's hype man, a cheerleader, you know what I mean? And they asked me to be coach because my voice is too loud. Like, the coach's voice, he was just like, yeah, listen, man. My voice gets real, you know what I mean? It's a little difference, you know what I'm saying? So I was the coach's voice. I wasn't really the coach. I was the coach's voice. And they were nasty, bro. They literally won almost all their games. They tied most of them. They tied, and they lost probably one game. But when it came down to the playoffs, Jeniyah couldn't make it, and they ended up losing. And it's okay. You heard? If y'all listening to my podcast, girls, it's all right. Okay? You guys had a wonderful season. Don't bully yourself because you didn't win the playoffs. You know what I mean? The playoffs is just the playoffs. Where we're going to get hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all did amazing, and y'all were amazing all throughout. Don't put yourself down. Let's work harder next year, and let's get that trophy. You know what I'm saying? But moving on from that, because... So Jeniyah had 2 karate tournaments back to back. So she had a karate tournament on Saturday and a karate tournament on Sunday. Mind you, this is the first time we ever went to a karate tournament in our life. I went to boxing matches, you know what I mean? I saw boxers fight. I never seen karate shit live like that, you know what I mean? First of all, we're driving, and it's in the boonies. The first one, it's in the boonies. We're driving through the woods. There are deer signs. Jeniyah is like, why are there deer signs? I'm like, Jeniyah, because there's a possibility that a deer, and then we saw a moose sign, and we're like, there's a possibility that a deer or a moose can hop in front of the car. She was like, what? And they just let us drive through here? I'm like, Jeniyah, that shit can happen anywhere. You could be on the highway, and a deer come out and fuck your whole shit up. Fuck around here, guy. Fuck your whole shit up. And leave your car in a mess and gets the fuck up and be like, damn, that ain't my problem. And walk the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the boonies, and it's far. We driving. It's like an hour and 10, Cat?
I was was like an hour and 30 minutes.
Hour and 30 minutes. It didn't feel like that. Oh yeah, no, that was the next day, right? The exit. That was the next day.
Yep,
All right, so we got there. Didn't know shit, bro. We just see mad white people, bro. You know what I mean? Mad white people, bro. And it was like one of that feeling.
Like more than the usual.
And you know, and they really snotty over there in the karate field. Like they're real like picua and shit. Like they don't
like their shit don't stink.
Like this, like me, and like you can tell, and they really love beginners because you can tell this guy's a beginner. Yeah, this guy right here, you can tell this is his first time.
They'll ask you too. They'll ask you like,
it's your first time. I know that. I can tell you a newbie. And I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand it. You know what I mean? Yo, Richie's awesome, but sometimes Richie don't let us know. Sometimes we go in there blind. But it don't take away nothing from his character, man. The man's a genius. I love the way he does things. It's just in those moments, I wish I was a little bit more informed. I was just there,
we were lost.
Looking at everybody like, and they're looking at us like we niggas like in Paris. Like, look, what the fuck are these niggas? The fuck is this? And I'm trying to cover my hair, yo. Like my hair is the one thing. Like when I'm in public, I cover my hair because I'm Z in public and Holat on camera. You know what I mean? So like in public, I'm just Z. You know, I'm just chilling. Like I'm just being me. I don't want no attention. I don't want nobody to look at me. I just want to pass you. Remember, I colored my hair to gather attention, to gather like when you see me, you remember me because you be like, oh, that with the red hair. You know what I mean? So. Overall, like I said, man, we've been chilling. And we went over there, and eventually Richie got there, and it was like, yes, let's do this. It's just what we've been waiting for. And Richie's real comforting, you know what I mean? He really, like, once we were registered, he gathered the girls, gathered the girls and the boys and trained them real quick and, like, help them out. Honestly, the situation was a lot more like enduring. Like we were able to enjoy it more because Richie was there. Because once Richie got there, he just made us feel at home, and like it was perfect. You know what I mean? They had mad respect and love for Richie, and it was just amazing to see like all his kids win. Like literally all his kids, they went in different age groups and said, "Yo, all right, we're gonna take your age group, right? We're gonna take your age group.
This for the team, right?
All right, let's do this." You know what I mean? Freaking one of his girls knocked somebody in the nose, right? They freaking
gave her a kick to the nose.
Yo, I'm telling you, Richie be raising assassins, and you gotta understand when Richie brings these like dark-skinned Puerto Rican / black / different cultures. He brings the color to that situation. You know, when he brings the color to that situation, bro, you gotta understand like it's good. I got something in my face.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
It's like right here.
So when he brings the color to the situation, shit gets lit up. Shit gets lit up. Faces get lit up. You know what I mean?
For real.
And you could tell by the age group from Jeniyah all the way to what was it, Little Panther, which is like 16.
Like 16, I'm assuming. I don't know exactly, but 16.
We straight dominated the whole like from 7 to 16 division, like dominated that shit.
Yeah, they all did an amazing job.
Amazing job. And it's like, yo, right after we win, it's the speeches that get me. Like, that's the one that gets me ready to fight. I want to fight with them. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, we're not here for that fucking trophy. We're here for competition. We're not here to hang up these plaques on the wall and little freaking ribbons. Nah, we're here to fuck somebody up. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to fucking play with fucking toy trophies that are gonna break easy. We're here to break faces. Break our trophies and then break faces.
You feel it hit your soul.
Yeah,
He'd
be like, yo, I want you to enjoy this, love it. You did an amazing job. When you get home, throw the trophy away. Throw the trophy away and get back to fucking work. Because the grind never stops. Yo, Jeniyah, now, it was funny because Jeniyah, right? Jeniyah's developing her playlist. So, Jeniyah's playlist be, just don't judge us, please.
For real.
Because Jeniyah's playlist is just, and she just added Nipsey to her playlist all my life. Grinding all my life. So it's hilarious. Sacrifice. Pay the price. So it's funny when you're in the house and you hear Jeniyah just rapping Nipsey, like if she know.
She's taking a shower and I hear coming out of the bathroom is Nipsey and I'm just like,
all my life. Grinding all my life. Sacrifice. Look at that. I'll be like, yo, 7-year-old Jeniyah is definitely the best version of Jeniyah so far. Like I've seen
She's
so many
amazing.
versions of her throughout the years, and 7-year-old Jeniyah is foremost the best version. Like this version of Jeniyah is crazy, like a little bit crazy. I think it's a little psycho, yo. So whatever. Anyways,
But then again, who trained her? You know.
you're right. Train the monster. So the next day we go to the next fight. And she fights one girl this fight and wins, and wins a trophy, like a little trophy up there. You know what I mean? That's the first fight. She wins. She fights the first girl. The second girl she fights, the second time she fights, which is the next day. The venue is I think it's in Rhode Island, right? It was in Rhode Island, Crowns, and it was a bigger venue. You know what I mean? It was a lot more. You know what I mean? There's a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You could feel the intensity in the room. You know, there's a lot more. This time, there was not one girl she was fighting. There was at least 2 or 3 girls she was going to fight. And it was just like, yo, we here, yo. You know what I mean? I'm worried, bro. You got to understand, like, I didn't want her to fight competitions. I didn't want her to fight competitions because I didn't want her to get hurt. I wanted her to learn how to fight and come home safe. But she.
And she felt like that too at the beginning.
Yeah.
Until she started getting comfortable and she got the feel for it and she was like, yo, I'm ready to go fight.
Yeah, and that's like, I was worried, you know what I mean? Because it's a scary thing. Like, I don't care if these are little kids, like, she can get hit pretty hard. She got hit one time pretty hard by one of the 12-year-olds when they were fighting, you know what I mean? And she got hit hard, like. She even felt it after the car. Like, she didn't really try to show her tears in the dojo. But when she came out the dojo, she was hurting. She was hurting, and she was crying in the car. And she literally looked at me in my eyes and told me that, I said, you want to quit? Because you can quit, baby. It's okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? She's like, no, I'm going to get stronger, and I'm going to beat her. Don't worry. I'm going to get strong. She's crying while telling me this in the car. Like, meanwhile, Kat's, getting some weed.
I'm in the dispensary,
Kat's in the dispensary getting weed. I'm in the backseat having a freaking...
We were hurting for her, too.
Yo, we were having that. It's all right. You got this. She's 12, baby. She's 12. You're only 7. Trust me. You'll come back from it. And it wasn't like an enemy thing. It was more of a rivalry thing. Did that burn something? I almost burned the house down. It's more of a rivalry thing. You know what I mean? She's not really like... She doesn't hate her. She appreciates that she pushed that button. Now Jeniyah went into this tournament more fierce because of that day. That day, she got hit so hard that she understood, like, there's levels to this shit, and I gotta humble myself.
Yeah.
And that's fire. You know what I mean? As much as it hurt me to see her go through that, that's the struggle that I'm talking about. The struggle of losing and learning from your loss. Because there's only one way you can win. And it's if you learn how to lose. You know what I'm saying? So the second tournament, it's intense. They do the forms. Jeniyah didn't do her form because I didn't believe, like, she's good at her form yet. Like, she's still learning how to do her form. But I promise you, in the next events, she will be doing her form. You know what I mean? Once she learns, like, at least the 4 takis, then the takis, right? Takis.
The taikis.
The takis are the ones over here. The takis. When she learns the 4 takis, it's a wrap. Like, we're gonna master that shit. Make sure you move that mouse so it doesn't, like, sometimes it's that. Once she learns the 4 takis, it's a wrap. There you go. It's a wrap.
No, she's making progress. She's already on her 3rd one.
Yeah.
Yesterday she just made it to her 3rd one.
She got her 3rd little stripe on her white belt. So we're moving up. We ain't playing no games. Jeniyah wants to be a black belt in 6 years. In 6 years. She wants to get a belt every year until she gets black belt. 10-year route to black belt, to the black beltism, all right? 6 years. Whatever. Where second fight, they do all the forms. And I'm there. Like, I know these are kids, but you gotta understand, when we're in competition mode, these are not kids. These are our opponents, okay? These are our opponents. And Jeniyah will be fighting these opponents. So you can sit there and be like, it's okay. We're all here to watch a fight. But if our kids lose, it's all right. We can hug them and tell them we love them. No. We're not here for that pep talk. We're here to analyze every single one of these little niggas. Like, Jeniyah, make sure you stare her down. And you make sure you don't look at her. And Jeniyah would look at her. She'd be like,
Size her up, size her up.
and just look at her, baby. Let's just remember who she is. And this one too. This one too. This one you might. This one right here. Even if yo, I didn't know she was gonna fight like other belts. So we were just looking at everybody. Like everybody gonna get it. Like this was that one over there. That one over there. If this was an advanced fighter, we're gonna get that one too. And we're just looking like, And I'm like, Jeniyah, just look at them. Look at them like you want to eat their food. like if they're starving and you just took their shit, like their biscuits off their fucking platter. Like don't let these girls look at you any other way. And obviously, the only reason why I do that is because she's about to fight. And she's about to go to war. When she's in soccer, it's the same thing. I tell the girls. When I did the soccer, I had the girls roaring. I had the girls yelling because I had them. You're going to war, so attack.
But
Don't
they
let them
enjoyed
breathe.
it. They enjoyed it. It motivated them more. You can see the difference.
Listen, you had to push the girls to be fierce, to be animals. All right, we at war. We're not. When we're playing games, when we're playing basketball, playing any sport, this is a war against another team. And when it's over, we do what boxers do at the end of every fight. We give dabs, we hug, we freaking get emotional, and
It's all love. It's all love. But at the moment, it's
it's always
you gotta
all
go for
love.
you.
It's always all love, no matter what. No matter what coach gets mad, it's always all love. So as time goes on, we get to the fighting. You know, they get finally it's time, and Jeniyah is literally the last fight. So she squares off first with an orange belt and destroys her. Like just like does not let her breathe. That's the hashtag. We do not let them breathe. We suffocate them. Suffocate them with skill, pressure, and intimidation.
Don't let her breathe.
Don't let her breathe.
I just had to give them the feel.
And
for
once I say that, Jeniyah gets into her body. She doesn't even hear me. Her body does it. She'd be like, okay, don't let her breathe. Don't let her breathe. Nigga, I'm a murderer. Win. I ask her. I say, oh, what's in your mind when you're thinking about that? Like when you're running at them, what's in your mind? She's like, win. Hit, dodge. And I'm just like, just words flying through your head. She's like, yeah, I don't think about nothing else but words. Just like what I gotta do. I understand my assignment. I gotta get in there. I gotta fucking hit her.
And you can see it. She like zones out. The minute she's out there, she's just zoned out. Like
it's kind of
ready
scary.
to go.
It's kind of scary how confident she is in that little zone. But it was fire. But I was so like, come on. She pressured this girl. This girl can do nothing. The first one, it was easy money. Bang. Second one, we start watching like the other fights. There's because that one was smaller. She was an orange belt, but she was smaller. So Jeniyah sized her. So she just jab. Literally, it was literally the jab the whole fight. Like not even or the backhand. Like bang, bat, bat. Like she just did it. The second one was taller and wider and a yellow belt. And you can tell like she had reach. She had reach over Jeniyah. Jeniyah's a smaller fighter, and the yellow belt was up for like the first. She had like 4 points, Jeniyah had 1, and then Jeniyah just came back with jabs, kicks, and just eventually took it and won. You know what I mean? That one I was more like, oh snap, this could be the one.
No, that was a little more competition.
That was definitely the more competitional fight because they actually were. You can even see in the last fight and like in the video the parents like coaching the daughter that was going to go against my daughter. So it was a good fight and they definitely held their own and they put pressure. So I like that. You know what I mean? And that's what we want to see. And it's great because they're kids, so they're not fighting like boxers. They're not going at each other, just throwing crazy punches. They're seeing who can land the first punch, and who can like they're trying to see like, and that's it. This is the bang. And I think that's perfect for like any kid that's starting to fight that wants to learn how to fight because it's not too damaging to their head. It's not too crazy. Just whoever gets there first. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and she won it. You know what I mean? She won it, and I'm very proud of her because I see her work hard. And at first, she didn't really want to do none of this, and she was pissed off because it was like part of it wasting her time playing Tocoboca, and she wanted to like do other things. And I told her like it's beneficial. You know what I mean? It's part of your training. It's part of everything I'm trying to teach you. You know what I mean? But besides all like the mental and the emotional part of like training her, I'm trying to get her ready just to handle any person. You know what I mean? It's a man's world, and I'm trying to make sure ain't no man gonna take advantage of her. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. Like people look at fighting as like I do look at fighting as it's like it's gory, it's gratuitous, like it has a lot of violence and it could affect somebody's like I wouldn't want her to be in a MMA or a UFC type of environment. I would want her just to learn it and just keep going. You know what I mean? And the competitions, in my eyes, are just her testing her
Her skills.
her like seeing if she has the capability of beating somebody up. She wants in her mind she wants to know. And now she wants
Testing herself.
She's testing herself, and I support that. I support anything that has to do with testing herself. And again, I apologize for not letting Jeniyah go play soccer, but soccer is our secondary like mindset. Soccer is our workout to karate. You know what I mean? But hey, like I said, if she either way, the way she feels, I'm behind her. So if she feels like she wants to strengthen her soccer more than her karate, then we can. It just goes back and forth. Like I go anywhere, wherever she at, you're gonna see me there.
And we gave her the option, and she chose karate.
Yeah,
so
no,
we just went with it. We supported it.
Yeah, because I let her know. I said, you don't have to go. We don't have to go to one, or we don't have to go at all. We can do either one. She chose karate. Cause she in her mind she felt like that's the only thing. She felt like karate was more something she could control. Cause soccer outcomes you can't really control because it's a team based. So she felt like in the karate world she can actually control that. You know what I mean? And that's why, man, I went with the decision and we did it. And it was lit. It was lit. It was one of those I was really one of those father moments where it starts kicking in. Like, damn, yo, my daughter's growing up. Remember when she was like a little punk. And now she's, you know what I mean? She's becoming more her character is starting to come out, and I'm starting to see her develop. It's amazing. That's why it's a show that I'm not trying to miss. You know what I mean? It's a show that I'm trying to keep enjoying as much as I can, and throw as much love as I can. But as y'all know, my life has been stressed the last couple months, last 2 months now. It's gonna be maybe one, because Christmas is on its way. And when Christmas comes around, Jeniyah's birthday is literally the day before it. So it's Christmas Eve, Jeniyah's birthday. I don't even celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Jeniyah's birthday, and everybody just gets gifts on Jeniyah's birthday. It's Jeniyah's like the mayor. If Jeniyah comes in, everybody gets gifts, and she gets gifts, and everybody's just happy, and it's her birthday. You know what I mean? Because I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't even know what Christmas. I think everything now is just decorations for Jeniyah's birthday. When you guys are putting lights outside, it's decorations for Jeniyah's birthday. That's all a big party for Jeniyah. I'm like, Jeniyah, look at your birthday. It's your birthday everywhere. You know what I mean? So I got a surprise for her, and because we haven't done anything, and I don't know if I should say it on the pod. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna ever watch this long in the pod. I don't think she's ever gonna take 40 minutes of her day and just let's see if I put any hints in the pod. I be giving little hints and shit. And it's a little water park. You know what I mean? A little water park. I'm not gonna tell you where, but it's a water park, and it's just a little
getaway.
A little getaway for her, you know what I'm saying? Just to unwind and, you know what I'm saying, take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Because she worked hard. And I want to give her as much, you know what I mean, I want to
reward her.
This year, I want to give her as much reward as possible. I want her to feel what it feels to be a champion this year. Because the next couple years are going to be the worst years of her life. I'm telling you.
When it gets harder.
When it gets harder, you're going to see Jeniyah you're going to see a different type of Jeniyah when it starts to get harder. Because we're celebrating this now because the next couple of years of your life are going to be the hardest shit you ever went through. Hands down. But, so it's Christmas, right? And I'm here one day, right? And I'm chilling. I'm in the house. And I just came out of work. And next thing you know, the whole power goes out, the whole block. And yo, bro, I'm telling you, it was because the fucking Christmas lights, bro. You guys and your fucking Christmas lights. Yo, Kat is one of them. Kat contributed. I think it was Kat's fault. Kat added more
and
lights
right
to the front.
Happened.
And then boom, man, it just popped that whole fucking block went on shutdown. And it was black, bro. It was purge. I swear I got her gunshots. Her gunshots. I was scared. I was panicking. I was like, yo, what is going on? I wanted to smoke my blunt, but I couldn't because it was yo, Aquino. Aquino. Nah, but
at that moment, he was being crude. He was like, yo, fuck everybody and their fucking Christmas lights. What the fuck why do people put these shits up in the first place? What is the point of this?
I was like,
he was hating. He was hating.
Nah, yo, listen, because I was like, damn, yo, if I was paying the light bill, this shit would not be acceptable.
Yo, if it was up to Z, we would not have any decorations.
But why? These people.
Isn't that the point of Christmas?
I swear to God, Christmas is such a what is it? A consumer holiday where it's where people just fucking raise the bills on everything. Like, fuck it, let's go on debt to fucking get all these gifts. Let's go to debt to get all these gifts. Let's raise these fucking bills to put all these lights. Like, let's no fuck, yo. What the?
And then afterwards be stressing.
Yo, I'm about to start handing out like paper slips, like I got you next year, like here, Merry Christmas, like yo.
Nah.
All these.
Let us live, yo.
Yo, listen, I caught out. Yo, listen, I told Kat I have like this because Kat has family, so she gets gifts for families, and I'm like, whatever. I guess you can do whatever you want, right? But me, I make sure like I'm friendly with family between February, between January.
You see how much of a crew he is?
Between January and April. After that, like once it starts hitting my birthday,
Really
I am
forgets
ghost.
about everybody.
I am ghost, because I am not trying to get nobody to get.
He's like, yo, fuck Mother's Day, fuck Father's Day,
Fuck-
fuck whatever the fuck comes after that.
Yo, Father's Day, like-
Nobody's getting anything from me.
No, hell no. I'll go MIA. I'll go MIA. This time I won't give nobody a gift. Yo, I got nieces and nephews that have been waiting. Like, I'm just like, I ain't gonna give you shit.
Yo.
I'm out, nigga.
Oh, it hits April and he's like, yo, I'll see y'all next year.
Yo, I got mommy calling me, be like, yo, that's all right. Yo, you don't call us. Yo, I don't even answer. Like, no, because no, don't call me. Christmas is not, yo, we MIA. I can't find me. You can't find me. I'm sorry.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
I told Kat, like, you got too much love, all right? You got too much love, okay? Okay? Yo, shit, yo. Because it's not fair, all right? It's not fair.
He's just mad.
It's not fair, yo. It'd be like, it'd be in the middle of my projects. Like, I'd be like, all right, finally, I'm about to make a studio. And then boom, I fucking forgot. Tonight, fucking birthday's coming. And I'm just like, fuck, and that's Christmas coming. Like, if I had people I had to get gifts to, I'd be ripping my hair out. I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta get a gift to this one and this one and this one and this one.
Wow.
Because I love.
Yeah, see how he thinks?
You gotta understand.
He's fucked up.
I love family. I love my family. And when I'm too drawn, I'm too connected, I'm not gonna give you some bullshit ass gift. You know what I mean?
He's going all the way.
I'm gonna go all the fucking way for you because I want to give you something nice, something that you're gonna learn from or grow a skill. And that shit costs money. To be healthy, it costs money, right? I don't think you can get a Gatorade for $2, but a fucking cranberry juice for $5. Like what the fuck, yo? You know what I'm saying? So, listen, you gotta understand. Like, I don't come out here and just flex big chains and fucking drive a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean? I walk around and my fucking 2 feet, and then sometimes drive around on a Honda Civic. like what I'm gonna give you. What I'm gonna give you now is the fucking bellows for my culo, nigga. Like,
Oh my God.
The bellows for my culo, nigga. Like, you know, my mom used to say that shit. I'd be like, ma, I want the new Jordans. She's like, hey, ¿tú quieres los Jordan? Dale, son los pelos de mi crica. I'd be like, ma, I used to be so annoyed though. Like, I used to be like, and then they want me to get, and then they want to call me like, nah. Obviously, I'm joking. You know what I mean? Obviously, if I'm not in contact with you, it's because I'm grinding, I'm moving, I'm doing a lot of things, and I don't really got time to talk right now.
Don't believe him.
But it's all love. It's not
Don't
because...
believe him. We know how he thinks now. We know the real you.
it's not... I'm gonna fight. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean?
Fucked up.
Now my hair's already coming out.
Yo, look at Z. He think he's cute. He thinks he's cute. Look at him.
Hold on,
Look at him.
I don't understand. Like, my shit is long.
Shit.
I'm a bad bitch now. Yo, I'm not binary. You don't know? I don't know. No?
Ooh.
Me llamo papi. Yo soy bien lindo. Los lindos son pato.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, remember they used to say that? Like, they used to ask stupid... Spanish people ask stupid questions sometimes, right? Like, yo, ¿tú te quedas todo lindo? I'll be like, lindo? I mean, why do... Can I come out looking fresh? ¿Te quedas lindo? And I'll be like, I guess, yeah. Like, los lindos son pato. Oíste, los lindos son pato, pendejo. Ahí, pues, qué lindo.
They
called me gay so much, I felt like I was gay. I was like, I guess I'm gay. Like,
no, he is.
like, I guess I'm gay. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, listen. I was made to believe that people that colored their hair were gay. And so now that I've colored my hair, I've come to this decision. Like, I understand. Like, if someone was like, look at this fucking then I would understand like why they would say that, because the shit is fucking, you know what I mean?
You understand why when you're walking into the bodega and the nigga across the street is staring you down, you know why, right?
Like,
Nah. That's not how he's looking at you. He's looking at you like, well, just like that.
I'd be like, yo, listen, I'm sorry.
But you
know
understand why, right?
No, listen, I'm very, listen, if I was gay, I'd be very picky. Like, I'm not just some easy bitch. Like, you're not gonna just come over here and get all of this just because.
Damn.
Just because, like, what? Because you're coming
I
over
don't
here.
want. I don't want.
You're gonna be like, oh, I can suck your dick. I'd be like,
What?
okay. If I was gay, I could probably suck my own dick, right? Because that's what gay people do, suck their own dick.
Yo, straight people suck their own dick too.
Yo, my dad said that. my dad said that when I was little. Like, my dad traumatized me forever. Yo, listen. I want people to understand this now. My dad is the greatest human alive. Like, I love that nigga to death. No matter what they say, no matter what songs I put out, my songs are just reflections of feelings in the moment. But my dad has always been the greatest human being in my life. And I want you to know this, because this nigga is reckless. When we were young, he used to bring me around the environment, like, you know what I mean, a little drinking environment where he has shorties over the crib, and he, you know what I'm saying, a little dancing. He did a little a little dominoes. That's what I meant to say, a little dominoes, you know, a little dominoes, and then, you know, a little. I'd be like, yo, are they smelling for something? Like, I used to be like, yo, are they going around? Like, I used to think that they were just like spooning each other's shoulders. My uncle would come out with like little hills of coke on his shoulders. So I used to think they were just like. Like, I used to think that, like, when I was little. I'd be like, yo, are they sniffing each other's shoulders? Like, what's going on? Like, yeah, like, Chalo, papi, en bela. Esto ahí mete. I used to be so confused. You know what used to be more confusing? When we used to go into the party, and my dad's regular, like, yo, sister, yeah. And then he goes into the bathroom and comes out like, yeah. Like, I used to be like, yo, you, like, yo, bye. And I don't listen, because in my mind, I'm thinking they're just drunk at the time. It wasn't until, like, later when I started, my uncle came out with the little mountain. That's when I knew, like, oh, they're sniffing coke, okay. And then one time he's tripping balls, right? Like, there's a moment in life where it's me and my cousin Ito, right? And we're in my grandma's house. We're in the third floor, right? And my grandma's had a big house, bro. This shit was crazy. Mad cockroaches. Yo, put in the boxes and the fucking everywhere. Yo, we had so many cats that there was never rats, but there was so many cockroaches. But I gotta appreciate them, because at the end of the day, they gave me a home when I didn't have a home. And they gave us all a home. Shit, that shit was a homeless shelter. Homeless shelters for Pirellas. So we were all there, and one time my dad was just tripping balls for some reason. Like, he was wilding. And he was like seeing his ex-girlfriend outside, and he was like, mira, está ahí. And she's looking out the window like, está ahí. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is there, nigga? And I'm looking at, and my cousin Ito's there, and I know it's because he just sniffed mad coke right now. He just had a breakup, so he's kind of like in his little like spiral. And I know that because he's my dad. Like, why do I know that? and Ito's there, and I'm trying to get the coke thing out of his head. But Ito knows, like, Ito is from the streets. If anything, Ito taught me everything I know about the streets, so I can't hide it from him. You know what I'm saying? So we're there, and he's tripping. He runs outside. He's like, yo, está ahí con este. And I was like, nigga, who the fuck you gonna fight, bro? Who are you gonna fight, Dad? Relax, nigga.
There's
You're
nobody
wildin'.
here.
Yo, bro, it was wildin', and he was like on some killer Frank shit. Like, I don't know, man. It was like on some fucking like schizophrenic fucking episode, and it was but it was hilarious. Like, it was probably the funniest thing that ever happened in my life. Cause I was trying to lie to Ito, and then later in life, Ito's like, nigga, you know you was fucking geeked the fuck up, right? And I was like, yeah, nigga, I didn't want you to know though. It's not like I wanted to talk about it.
He's like, nigga, you know, cause of me.
Yo, listen, man. I had the craziest times in my grandma's house. Like, my grandma's house is the reason why I am the way I am. You know what I mean? And during those times, it was lit. Like, I probably wasn't liked because I was wild. You know what I mean? I was a little wild. You know what I mean? My parents were wild. You know what I'm saying? My mom was wild. My dad was wild. My family wild. So like I was like a little, a little retarded. But it was amazing. Like I will never take back those days. If anything, I used to run away from my house just so I can go live with my grandma, because I knew my grandma's house was the spot. Like it was just like all the action was happening there, and like I got to learn so much. It was a crazy learning experience. That's why I tell people, man, you gotta enjoy the loved ones, bro. Like we work so hard, and sometimes we don't get to see it because we're always around each other. You know what I mean? Sometimes we probably spend it every day with each other, and don't really get to like notice that like time is precious, man. You know what I mean? And when it's done, when your life is done, it's over. And imagine how many times you guys probably see your parents a day. And like, imagine that being the last time you see your parent. That one time you go to visit her, and the next day it's gone. Like she's gone. You know what I mean? And it's like you gotta really learn to cherish the loved ones and like be there for them. You know what I'm saying? What the time that you have. You know what I'm saying? We focus a lot on working. Let's take some. It's that Thanksgiving time. You know what I mean? It's that Merry Christmas type of time. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's bring our family in and let's embrace them, and you know what I mean? Let's love each other. I feel like I'm forcing this. I feel like I'm trying to tell you that.
Yo,
but in my mind,
don't give a fuck.
In my mind, I'm
you
like,
see Z bringing any of his family in? Do you see?
trying-
Yo, I'm here looking at him like, you fucking hypocrite. Like, yo, is he really just like... The last person that cares
I
is
believe
Z.
that. I believe that more. You know what I mean? I have my own family now, and that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? If I choose to stay distant within people, it's because I have my own family, and that's what I'm concentrating on, and I don't go fuck. I really don't. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you that if you do give a fuck more, even more. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you, Kat. All right? You don't have to fucking be a hater. All right?
Nah,
I'm trying to give him a positive
saying.
fucking
you're right,
message.
Though, you're right.
Positive message.
Just take your own message.
Whole lot of real can't just be fucking toxicity, toxic masculinity. It can be. We can give some positive messaging.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Sheesh.
You're not that much of an asshole, huh?
Sheesh, yo. Like, let's give some love, yo. All right, yo. Let's go into some shit that, you know what I mean? Like, let's go into some mainstream shit. I wanted to give you guys some bullshit to talk about for a little bit, just to get some time rubbing. But let's get on some mainstream shit. Let's get on to some. So y'all heard about the Travis Scott concert, right? I know you heard about it, Kat. You know what I mean? Every day we find out that somebody else died.
Yeah.
It's a hard situation, bro, because, you know what I mean? Usually when events like this happen, the artists don't really take the fault for it. You know what I mean? When other concerts happen with rocks and even Michael Jackson concerts and other concerts, you know what I mean, where people have trampled over people, the artists don't really get blamed for it, and it's kind of weird. And I want to talk about it because I thought it was kind of weird how like he's getting blamed for the whole thing. You know what I mean? When he's performing in front of 50,000 people, and 300 of those people have been injured. I think it was like 10 of them that now have died. But how can you see that? Like, you know what I'm saying? How can you have you ever performed? I'm gonna ask you guys. Have you ever performed in front of 50,000 people? Have you ever hosted an event that everything's all over the place?
And
like, your
one main focus is to fucking kill this shit?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, listen, he's been known to be like, you know what I mean, to do some wildin' ass, what's that shit called? Like some wildin' ass sayings and shit, saying something like stampede the crowd and
fuck security.
Yeah, fuck security. Jump over the fence, nigga. Jump over. Yes, I mean, because that's what you do when you're trying to hype up a show.
That's the cloud. That's the
but
cloud.
Yo,
that's the hype.
People gotta be responsible for themselves. Like, we gotta find them individuals. We gotta find the stampede of individuals that just thought that they could just run through people. You know what I mean?
That was like unhuman like behavior.
Like, we gotta look through the camera and be like, all right, it was Phil, Johnson, Marie, freaking Lois. All right, it was Jeffrey Davis from Michigan. Like, we gotta find all those fucking people that just ran through that shit. You know what I mean? Because blaming. All right, listen. I would blame more like the people that were on the event, like hosting the event, that were like in charge of security.
Yeah.
The people that were in charge of like making sure everything was like in place. Like those are the people that I would try to like blame.
Focus more on the
if you want to
safety.
blame somebody, because honestly, you can't blame people for other people's like the wrongdoing. Like, these are literally. I mean, obviously, people say there's a satanic cult in the industry, and like that was a ritual, and I won't let that pass you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you never know, and that's what they do, right? You know what I mean? That's what the Illuminati does, right? But that's not the logic I'm going with right now. I'm going with the logic of just like being in the business, in professional business, and people dying at your business, and who's responsible? I mean, obviously it's his event, but there's other people in play that should have dealt with that better. There should have been more. If they were already worried about the Travis Scott concert, there should have been more security. There should have been, you know what I mean? If y'all already know the boys.
If they know that these concerts be lit as fuck,
yeah.
then you should be more on it. Security should be more on it. They should have followed more protocols. They should have probably had more, I don't know, back them up a little more. You know, there's just things that they could have followed through with, and they didn't.
Yeah.
And that's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
I feel, personally, that's not his fault.
If we're going to look at it like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, people are going to have their opinions, and you guys are entitled to have your opinions. And you get entitled to feel any way you like. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't go fuck. That nigga don't pay none of my fucking bills. You know what I mean? And I'm still gonna listen to that nigga, regardless. Like, moving on. So Dababy and the side chick, right? So, so this happened like last night, where Dababy was like arguing with that Dela, what that bitch name? I don't even know.
Danny Lay.
Do we even care who that bitch name?
I don't know.
Does she make good music?
I don't listen to her music.
Like, is she even relevant?
I don't know.
This is probably the most relevant.
Honestly, she probably is relevant.
No. This is probably the most relevant she's ever been.
Yeah, I think she just popped off a little more now. But people know her.
She should be dating the baby then. She should be.
Yeah. You know what?
And then you live in the baby's house. Like, you should be kissing his fucking shoes.
Oh damn.
And he gave you a baby. You got it, the baby. Like,
how you give a side bitch a baby?
Hey, cat.
And then have her live at home with you.
I know a lot of niggas that do that shit. All right, side bitch pussy.
But where's your real bitch then? She's there with y'all too, so she's okay with this?
That's another thing that I didn't notice.
That's what I'm questioning. Like, all right, that's your side piece, whatever. You got her pregnant, then you own up to it. But where the fuck is your real girl then if that's your side piece?
Oh my God, Kat, you standing up for her?
No, you know, it's just like,
oh my God.
Or maybe I am, but it's just like, yo, chill, like, hold up.
So you think he was being petty when he said that?
He was being petty. He was being a little bitch.
He
was being a baby. Yeah, he was being a fucking baby.
Nah, you fucking bugging, my nigga. Because, you know, at the end of the day, she wilding. Why she wilding in his house? It's his house.
It goes both ways, though.
Both ways
where?
Both ways where?
You brought her into your home. You probably told her to come into your home.
Yeah.
He ain't got to go nowhere for that pussy. You there, right. Okay. Exactly. So you allow this and then expect her not to, like, react?
Listen, I don't blame him for videotaping it, though.
Okay.
I feel like it's every man's safety. If he gets in an argument with a woman, that he should videotape it. Because
I just think he's petty.
I fear women's laws. Like, the women's laws against men, I fear them. So I know that if Kat gets up, Kat, you better relax. All right, we are not playing any games. I have it all on camera.
That's the Karen in you, right?
No, they call me, Karen. Kireng. They call me Kireng because, You're not gonna abuse.
That's some petty shit.
Nah, but in a way,
I feel him for whatever other reasons, but it's still petty.
Listen, I feel you, like, it's retarded because in the sense of, like, it looks like he's just, like, being like a jerk. Like, and he ain't shit. Like,
he's not. But literally, that's what it is. He ain't shit, yo.
I fuck with him.
He ain't shit.
Yo, I support it. Listen, at the end of the day, you know how that bitch probably wild.
Yo, unless they're both in it. Unless, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, I need a little clout. How we gonna do this? And he's like, yo, I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Then again, it goes back to the businesses, to the business, to the music environment. You know what I'm saying?
It keeps, because then the more Dababy looks like a piece of shit, the more his albums are gonna be interesting.
And maybe now she starts popping off too a little more, you know? It just, I don't know, it could be all for clout. I'm not saying it is. Maybe he's just a fucking asshole and he really ain't shit. But maybe it could just be, maybe they both ain't shit.
It could be because it was random. It was random as fuck.
For real? Like, I thought these were the couple of the year. I thought niggas would be like, goal and shit like that, goals. I'm like, what?
Don't be gay. Don't be gay.
You know? Well, I'm not being gay. They being gay.
She's like, I thought it was a couple of the year.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I thought niggas was like goals
like,
and
like
shit
like that. It wasn't Sweetie and Quavo.
You know?
Relax. It wasn't Sweetie and Quavo. Okay?
I don't care, though. I don't even listen to these people, you know? But it's like, come on.
Nah, but the way I looked at it, and if you look at it like that, it makes sense because their argument seems like frail. Like, there's not. They look like they were just like. They look at my side. And she's like, ooh, see, I don't hit you. She said, ooh. She look at my side bitch. She said, side bitch, ooh. you? Say I won't. I'm like, just hit him. Like, what the fuck? He could just knock his teeth out. Like, we got get it on camera.
Say I won't.
Yo,
say
you would have smacked him. We would have all been like,
been more believable,
like,
right?
yeah, smack that nigga. Don't let him call you a bitch.
Bitch ass nigga. He deserves that
Once he called you a
shit.
bitch, you let him. I was like, see this
You a
girl.
bitch.
It's all.
That's what you thought. You a bitch.
I was like, yo, she must be. At this point, I'm like, the baby's probably right.
How you gonna let the baby bitch you down? It's a baby.
It's a baby. You gonna let the baby bitch you down.
Oh my god.
Is he smaller than her? It's like he's
He is pretty short. I mean, I haven't seen him like up front or anything, but he looks short.
Yo, the baby's fire. I don't go fuck. I love his like controversy. Like it just obviously he's a fool sometimes, and it makes him look like a fool. But I think that's the point of hip hop, like where you can get like, the way you gravitate attention is like foolery. You know what I mean? Doing
Bunch of buffoonery.
You know what I mean? It's fire though. Listen, I fuck with him. I mean, in the sense of like, as long as listen, he can videotape him as long as he doesn't like beat her, right?
I guess so.
Equal rights.
He can't be a Chris Brown, right?
Chris Brown? No, we don't bring. I don't know why you brought that fucking scumbag up out here, fucking bring up Chris Brown. So yeah, and other shit, you know what I mean? Since we haven't been a podcast in a while, we've been noticing that there's a trend going on that that it started kicking in. Like it was one of those like I saw it one time and I was like, and then I was like, whatever, you know, and I just kept it moving. And now every time I go somewhere, it's like you just hear stupid shit like I'm an island boy, I'm trying to make it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Man. And that's hilarious. Like I really, and you can really see where like an image can get you so far. Like the whole dread freaking Florida look with the tattoos and just the two Beavis and Butthead looking niggas that are just like the similarity of them. You know what I mean? You see them? They look like if they look in the mirror.
They're twins.
They're twins. Yeah, exactly. No, but you.
I'm like the fuck. They're twins. Of course.
No, but listen. Like obviously. That's what I was looking for, right? I was like, they're twins. But it was like but just having that like mirror image where there's two of them and it's like they're both being retarded. Yeah. And they had like and everything behind it. They must have had like good production, like a couple videos already out there. And they killed it, you know what I mean? Because the song is ridiculous.
It's catchy as
But it's catchy as fuck, like, and it is funny. Once you make fun of something so long, it becomes a hit. Once if there's either two ways to make a hit. There's either a song that you like that's in the club and it's like, oh shit, this shit's hard, or there's a song that you made fun of so much, like the fucking you just play it because
you just catch yourself singing it everywhere.
Next thing you know it, these niggas are monetizing everything. You know what I mean? And it's like it's a beautiful thing. Shouts to them niggas, man. Shouts to the Island Boys for doing their thing. And yeah, man. And the freaking another thing that happened besides that was the Kanye Dream I said Dream Chasers. Wow, the Drink Champs interview, and it was just like him wilding, spazzing. I really don't care about this. I really don't, because honestly,
he's just a fucking fool, yo.
It's just fun. I think he just did that shit for fun. He literally did that shit. I'm glad he did it.
I feel like at this point he thinks he could just do whatever he wants.
Honestly,
and I guess he can.
It was beautiful. You know? It was beautiful because honestly, I can't stress it enough how sugar-coated the industry is. So it was good to see somebody just talk shit. Like fuck if he apologized. I don't even care if he apologized to everybody after. Like I'm just glad he did it on camera where he just went off and just starts. Big Sean is the worst decision I ever made. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? And like shit like that. Honestly, I care so little about it, like, it doesn't even matter to me. So we're going to cut to our sponsor.
Because I'm an island boy.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you like this. Los Bravos Restaurant, the 19th. There's going to be weed-infused Spanish cuisine. We going to be high as fuck already going over there. And we going to be able to eat and get even more high. Are you in there or are you not? Let's stop playing. I'm going to give you a sponsor and tell you how fucking wonderful the food is. I can tell you all that. But let you experience it for yourself. Go over there to Los Bravos Restaurant in Springfield. I'm going to put the address down here and experience the food for yourself. It is freaking delicioso. Delicious. The freaking morcillas are to die for. The capurias, you fucking sell your soul to the devil. I promise you. So what I want you to do is I want you to head down there to the night on the 19th. Fuck everything else. You don't have to head down there now. But on the 19th, head down there and come and enjoy this Spanish cuisine with arroz con gandule, con bistec, con carne guisada. While you're getting high as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be weed-infused Spanish cuisine. Are you not in there? Because I'm in there. So, you know what I mean? So, if you enjoy getting high and eating Spanish food, come through. If not, you know what to do.
Let's get bravo.
All right, man. You already know what it is. It's been another episode of A Whole Lot of Real. I want you to make sure to check out my podcast, subscribe, hit the like button, do all that crazy shit. Listen, I'm gonna try to release my podcast as frequent as possible, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do what I can. And the guests, I'm gonna have you back up here in January. Don't worry, we're gonna have more guests, more anime fun, more stupid shit. But for now, this is a podcast made by idiots for idiots. Whole lot of real. Over and out.